Welcome to the Intuitive Solutions online trainings. My name is Dwayne Prejean, and I will be training today on Payer Medical Service Reference. The first thing we'll do is log into the software and go to Setup, Payer Medical Service Reference. You will see the options for insurance carrier versus plan, and that's what we're going to be covering today. The difference between an insurance carrier versus an insurance plan is the insurance carrier is the insurance company. The insurance plan is the individual plan that the patient selects with that insurance that fits their needs. It is ultimately the insurance plan that we attach to the patient, and that's a key to remember. It is the plan that we create that is linked to the patient. We will begin by creating an insurance carrier/company. I will double-click in, and it will take me to this screen. Notice that a code field is required. You have up to 5 digits. I'm going to load the insurance for Aetna. You should make the code a little bit indicative of the insurance you're going to load. It just so happens that Aetna is also 5 digits. Your type is a required field, and I'll briefly discuss the types of which you will be using the most. You may be using a workers' comp, a Medicare, which is our federal government, the red, white, and blue card, our Medicaid, which is your individual state's Medicaid system. A commercial insurance will probably be the one that you use the most, and in this case for Aetna, it is a commercial insurance. You might also be using your Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Typically, this is seen in box 1 on your claim form, as well as the electronic ANSI file. They have qualifiers that go out, depending upon what you select on the appropriate carrier. For this instance, we will use commercial insurance company. Notice that send claims and active are automatically checked. Our quick code is not used, and we will go directly into the payer ID. Your payer ID may come on the insurance card. However, since we're sending our claims to a specific clearinghouse, we must get the payer ID number directly from that clearinghouse, therefore ignoring the payer ID off of the insurance card. In this example, I'm going to take you to the ENS website and show you where you can get your payer ID number. I'm going to go to enshealth.com, choose Download Center, then I'm going to choose All Ingenix Payer ID List, and then I'm going to choose the Medical Claims Payer List in the PDF format. When this opens, I can see that we have a payer ID list. It's a little long, may not want to print that. And it is alphabetized by name. So our Aetnas will be up front, and here I can find the payer ID number for Aetna. I will transpose this number 60054 into the correct spot in SuiteMed, and that is our claims payer ID number. The next field is a required field with the asterisk, and it is our name of our insurance. And a street address, a telephone number or two, and a fax number. Claim by paper is automatically selected. Notice that it is a required field. If we can send electronic claims to this insurance company, I will select EMC. Once EMC illuminates, I will select the EMC format of ENS format. They go hand in hand. The next thing I'll do is select my payment days. A good example of this one is if you know that this particular insurance company pays your claims within 14 days, then maybe we can put our 17 days to allow for holidays and weekends. And what will happen is on the claim screen as well as on the AR activity screen, it will illuminate that this particular insurance company is delayed in paying you. Perhaps the check was lost in the mail. Our claim filing days begins at the date of service, and we have X days to get that claim to the insurance company before they will accept it for timely filing. Perhaps that is a 90-day window. This will also display on the claim screen and the AR activity screen. The next thing I want to bring your attention to is Send Provider Information 2010AA versus the 2310B. The rule with these two checkboxes is it's one or the other, never neither, never both. Therefore, we need to break it down and know what the 2010 AA is. It's box 33 on your claim form. Do you want to send the provider individual information into box 33? You may need to look at your claim form. Are you sending out the individual NPI number in 33? If you are, then select this one as yes. However, if you're sending out the organizational information in box 33, this one becomes no, and then we check the other one, which is the 2310B. Once again, 2010AA is equivalent to box 33. And it's easier just to ask, do you want to send the individual provider information into box 33? If the answer is yes, then we click on the 2010AA and we uncheck the 2310B. If we're going to be sending out electronic inquiries through our clearinghouse, we will check this box here and then put in the electronic payer ID for eligibility. Going back to our E&S website, this time instead of medical claims payer list, I'm going to click on the real-time eligibility payer list. I'll click on the PDF and that window will open. It is also sorted alphabetically and I can find my Aetna right here. Notice that it is the exact same payer ID for claims as it is for eligibility. This doesn't always happen, so therefore you still need to check the list to see if they differentiate or are exactly the same. I will transpose that number here. And at this point, I'm done loading the pertinent information needed on my insurance carrier. I will click on Save. And because this is a new carrier, it's going to ask, do you want to add the plan with the same details? Your answer will always be yes. Because if you select no, you've created a carrier with no plan, and it's ultimately the plan that we attach to the patient. So I'm going to select yes, and immediately what will happen is it will transpose all of this information over onto the plan that we've just created. If we want to see those details, we can go under Edit Mode and then click on the plan icon. I will click on Detail, and now we can see that we have a plan, Aetna, created with the appropriate payer ID for eligibility and claims that we can attach to the patient. So create the carrier, let it create the plan. You select Plan when you attach it to the patient. Each carrier can have multiple plans. So perhaps I have only one Aetna carrier, but I need to select and create multiple plans. I can go right under Plan from the carrier, and instead of Detail, I can click on Add, which allows me to add more information based upon this particular plan underneath the carrier. This concludes this training.